Jesse Minter, you know he is from the Ravens organization before he went with Jim to Michigan and then to the Chargers. Now he's back as the successor to John Harbaugh. So let's take it one piece at a time. Were you surprised that John Harbaugh was fired and let go in Baltimore, Kyle?
Honestly, no. I wasn't, just because of what had transpired. I mean, you go from the AFC Championship, the divisional round, to not making the playoffs. And, you know, I obviously have stayed out of the situation. But just seeing from bird's eye view, if I'm an owner, I got to take a look at that. And not saying he's not successful, because he's been wildly successful. I think he's going to be successful in New York. I think he's exactly who New York needs. They need a foundation piece. You need a strong, spearheaded man like he is, a God-fearing man like him, to put and install what he does best, which is create a lot of good football players. He's had a lot of success. He's had a lot of good football players that he's had, and he's been able to win a lot of games. And I think him pairing up with the defense that they have there with a guy like Jackson Dart, and, you know, we'll see how Cam Scatterboo and Neighbors come back from injury, but having a guy that has the, you know, charisma and the aura a little bit like Jackson Dart has, and just that want to get it done. You can really tell by the way he plays. I want him to slide a little bit more, because he's going to continue to get injured and dinged up if he keeps taking hits like he does. But I really think Jackson Dart has a chance. He needs to continue to, you know, help himself out a little bit from a standpoint of, you know, throwing the ball down the field. And I think they need to get more weapons for him. But I believe John Harbaugh is going to help with all that. And I'm excited to see what he does. But I wasn't surprised, because you have a small window of a Super Bowl chance. You have Lamar Jackson. You have guys like Kyle Hamilton and Roquan Smith on defense. You have Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Ronnie Stanley, who's been there for a while. You have a lot of good players.
Yeah.
And so they're primed to be in contention if they play complementary football. I feel like last year we didn't play complementary football at all. Not one game. You could say the Bears game was the best complementary football game. And I think Jesse Minter is going to bring that complementary football with Declan over at the OC. I really think they're going to work hand in hand, as well as Anthony Weaver at the DC position. And I also got to shout out co-cap Anthony Levine. That dude earned that special teams coordinator position. Truly one of the up-and-coming coaches in the NFL. I was really happy to see him get what he deserves. I'm really high on him. So I like the direction where they're going. I saw their press conference the other day. I was very impressed with all three of them, and I'm pumped for the Ravens organization, because they're first class. They really are. Their fans are amazing. And I really, really believe that they'll be in contention for that Super Bowl next year.
Hey, Kyle, I'm with you. You know, I had a power rankings yesterday of all the 10 new head coaches, and which would be the organization and head coach and roster to be most likely the franchise to go on a Vrabel-like run in his first year of success, if not all the way to the Super Bowl, and I chose the Ravens. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.